Bienvenidos amigos de Hispanos Emprendedores a esta serie de entrevistas que hemos decidido llamar Conoce a tu gobernante. En esta oportunidad en la ciudad de Clarksville, Tennessee y en el condado de Montgomery. Estaremos entrevistando a varias personalidades para conocer un poco más los planes de gobierno y las ideas que tienen para impulsar el emprendimiento y para unirnos a estas ideas y para poder apoyar todas estas iniciativas. Así que los invitamos a que vean nuestra página web y también nos sigan en nuestras redes sociales.
Hello, good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Maria.
Thank you for coming to us today. I'm Hispanos Emprendedores. We're doing a series of videos and interview about knowing your government. For all our community, we would like to know your name, your position, what do you do in your job?
Sure. So I'm Jason Hodges. I'm a state representative for District 67, which encompasses a large part of the city of Clarksville. And what that job entails is we're the legislative branch for the state. So we have a Senate and a House of Representatives. And any bill, the way a bill works is, it would go through the House of Representatives where I'm at. It would also have to pass the Senate. And then, of course, the governor, being the executive branch, would sign off on that bill. More than just obviously doing bills, which we spend a lot of time doing. We also spend a lot of time with constituent services. So if an individual, for instance, is having problems with a state service like DCS or TDOT or anything like that, we can get involved and try to help that constituent to find a resolution, a positive resolution. And I think that's probably the best part of the job that I enjoy the most is we do get to help a lot of people in a lot of tough situations. So I always encourage people when they're having problems, whether it be with a state entity or even a company that they feel they've been treated unfairly by, to give my office a call.
And how they can contact you?
Well, they can contact me many ways. They can contact me through my representative email, which is rep.jason.hodges@capital.tn.gov. They can call my office, which I don't have that phone number memorized, but I'll get it to you. Okay. Or they can call my cell phone, which is 931-980-9630. So I put my cell phone on my business cards because I feel like if I'm going to represent a constituent, they should be able to contact me directly. So feel free.
Okay, and something that we've been asking all the people that we've been doing an interview is, do you have a plan for minority? Like, is anything specific you are working on, or is something, for example, is I own a business in Tennessee, and I want to take my business license, and I want to do my tax return at the end of the year. It's no way possible that I can understand any of that if it's in Spanish, if it's in English. Is any hope or anything in the future that we can ask Tennessee as a state, then all the forms can be downloaded in other languages, or is nothing that we can do about that?
Well, I wouldn't say there's nothing we can do about it. I think that I'm willing to sit down with you, Maria, and anyone else that's interested, and you guys can really explain some of the different issues that you're having, and we can put together a bill, or we can talk to those departments and see if they can do it without legislation. But if legislation is required, I'm happy to sponsor legislation.
So if we decided to sit down together and,
Sure.
because I think this will be very helpful for a lot of people in the community.
Yeah.
We're talking about just in Montgomery County, last census said that we were 15% of the population. And right now, if we go into the whole state of Tennessee, I think the number can be up to 20 easy.
Sure.
If we take Chattanooga, if we take Knoxville, if we take Memphis, a very large community of Hispanic in there. And that bill actually, if it's a bill, will benefit a lot of people.
Yeah.
And also will benefit the government, because at the end of the day, you want the people to know the law, to follow the law, and you're giving the tool to do it like other entities are doing to this day. Even Montgomery County school system are using a translator in the toolbar. If you go into the website,
Yes, ma'am.
you actually can download it, the languages, and they are available. So it's not something that is not really, it cannot be done. I think it's some people have to get together to try to study it.
Sure.
To start the idea, or at least the idea or the talking, then it can be possible to do.
Yeah, and you know, I think that brings up the best point is a lot of times, you know, someone in my position doesn't necessarily know what all the issues are and what all the problems are. So I'm more than happy to sit down as much as possible with your groups and really find some solutions to the bigger issues. Let's find out what the biggest deterrents to their successes are, and let's try to solve those. And I'm happy to do that.
That's awesome. We're gonna take your word.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're actually
I'm looking
gonna meet
forward
with
to
you and another time whenever you're available.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we really think that this area is not gonna solve all our problems, but it's gonna make it easier for people to go there and take care of their things they need to do,
Yeah.
rather than depending in a system that they cannot practically handle.
And you know, I'm more than happy to, and I think this goes with a lot of groups that, you know, you're busy in life, you've got other things to worry about, you really don't understand how government functions, how different parts of the government can help you. And what I would say is I'd be glad to sit down with any groups that ever want to have a class discussion on, hey, how does this government entity work? What do they do? What is the role of the state government here and for this? Who can help me with this? I would be glad to set up times to
Well,
really educate and help people with that.
Yes,
through that.
we are planning to do that next
Yes.
year. We're just working in our calendar right now.
Great.
And I would love to have you as a guest speaker.
I would love to
And
do that.
if we have to all this homework done by then, you can actually sit with us and we can show you what the problem is, because this is what we want. We don't want to create more problems for the government. What we're trying to reach out is bridges. Like if we can help people to communicate better, because the best communication is the best result. And if we do our homework and we come back to you with a solution, then you can see if it's possible, if it's not, how can we move forward.
Sure.
So that would be awesome. So thank you very much for your time. Is there anything you want to say in Spanish?
Did I want to say in Spanish?
Yeah.
I've got to learn some Spanish first, obviously.